So now we're going to take a look at MyItLab, and I'm just checking to make sure I'm recording. All's good. I'm going to sign in at MyItLab, and I'm using password management software. So it just holds my password for me. I'm using password management software LastPass. You should check that out if you have a hard time. Well, it just helps you keep track of your passwords and have strong, unique passwords for every place that you log in. It's one point of trust. You are trusting that company to hold your information. And there is no perfect security. Ultimately, the sun's going to go supernova and all will be destroyed. Not in our lives, probably. LastPass, great password management software. And then I have two classes here because I'm teaching two classes. But this class 41904, so you just want to confirm. Here it says 41904. This one's 41885, the online class 41885. So I'm confirming the section number with whatever's showing up here to make sure I'm in the right one. And then I'm going to go into MyItLab once I've paid for it and signed up. MyItLab sucks. I don't like it. But again, it's a department decision. I voted against it, but it was not the winning opinion. And so you go into everything you see on mine here with the little lines through it, you don't see. So I've completely simplified and streamlined this to make it as easy as possible. You go into course, well, right here at the beginning, you have your electronic text. So you have some electronic textbooks you can look at. Those could be good for like when you're taking quizzes. Open up the electronic textbook in one browser, launch another browser. So I'm in Chrome. Maybe I would launch Safari, be logged in on both of them. If you have two monitors, put the e-text on one side, the quiz on the other side. And then when you're in the e-text, you could do Control F. I don't know why it's taking a long time to bring up. Access your text here. And Control F lets you quickly find things. So we'll see what this looks like. I haven't looked at it in a while. We'll let that run, and we'll come back to course materials. And one of the reasons I don't like MyItLab is it's super slow. You don't have to do anything in here, course materials. In each of these, Windows, Word, Excel, Access, and PowerPoint, you're going to have, I forget what they're called, tests or exams. You could take, so here's an exam, a training. I do not care if you take the training. Take it, don't take it, does not matter to me, to your grade. What matters is this exam. I don't care if you get 100 or 70, it's the same. No, that's not true anymore. It's a weighted average, so everything is added up from all of them. But the exam is the only thing that counts towards your grade. So you click on the exam, and it launches a little module, and you take the exam. You could take the exam as many times as you want. It's going to keep your highest score. So you might just think, well, let me just go for it and see what kind of a score I get. And if you get a horrible score, you could go back and take the training. Once you've taken the training and figured out, oh, this is how I do that stuff, come back and take the exam again, and it'll keep your highest score. You have an unlimited number of attempts. There's 26 questions here to answer. Here is the description of the question. Sign into Windows using the Microsoft account for MyItLab user. So there's the account, MyItLab user, and the password is student1234. Student1234. So this is like a basic skills, kind of just making sure that you know how to work a computer. And if you don't, you'll learn it by taking the training. And then I'd hit submit. Oh, I got to hit like this. And now I'm at question complete. Sweet. And now I'm at question 2. Okay, so that's it. You just go through each of those exams. You should do one of these exams every week. So last week should have been Windows 10. And this week should be Word. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 in Word. So do Word exam 1. Next week, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to do those, right? There's 1 in Windows. There's 4 here. There's 4 here. There's 4 here, I think. Yeah. There's 4 in Access, and there's 2 in PowerPoint. And so here are the 4 in Access. Access is kind of the worst one.
And you don't have to go in order?
You can do them any order you want. And then we have exams. So in exams, you have chapter quizzes. So I might go to chapter quizzes, and let's say I'm taking chapter 10 quiz. So it's starting chapter 10 quiz. So right now, whoa, that's cool. What's this? PostgreSQL. That's all my SQL stuff. So what is the first step of system development lifecycle? I don't know. So I could come over to my eText, and I could hit find, and system development life. Let's just see if that looks good. Systems development lifecycle. And SDLC. Search. No search results for SDLC. Oh, that's Office 2016. I need the other textbook. So let me come back here. And exploring Microsoft Office, eText for technology in action. And click on that. And that will take a moment to download. But I could search for the subject really quickly and then look through the book to see if it has information on it. Introduction using technology to change the world. I guess I could only look at one chapter at a time. This is chapter, the test that I'm taking right now is chapter 10. So I could go into chapter 10. Take me there. It's broken down into pieces. So it makes it hard to scan it. It'd be nice if I could download this whole book and then just scan it all. Print that. Know where to download the whole book. So what I'm doing right here is modeling how I could use technology to more quickly find answers. You see kind of the way I'm doing that? Like, is there some way I could get a digital copy of the entire book and Control F the whole book to look for the text of the question, and then it'll help me answer the question more quickly? So that's where I'm starting to use technology to think about how could I solve what it is I have to do more quickly. Nice. Some of you already know that skill. So then, course materials. We saw that there's chapter quizzes. You should do a chapter quiz each week. Under exams, you should do one of those exercises. When you get done with Word, when you get done with Excel, when you get done with Access, there are some hands-on exercises there to do. Those are a little bit more challenging, take a little bit more time. And then there's the exam, which is the final. Okay, so this final is weighted the same as any of the quizzes. It's just the way this grade book is set up. That's important to know. Like, everything is equally weighted. I say that somewhere in here. It's all equally weighted. If I didn't say that, you'd want to check with the instructor. But because it's all equally weighted, right? Like, if I'm going to jettison 4 assignments because I already have my A, the final, I'm not doing it. That's going to take a lot of time. The Office hands-on tests, I'm not doing it. And chapter quizzes, fine, I'll do those. And then Access, probably the last 2 exams, I'm not going to do those.
The last 2 exams?
Yeah, because those are the more time-consuming, challenging ones.
So that means if you got A's on all the other stuff?
Right, because I got a spreadsheet, I'm calculating my grade, I know exactly where I stand, I'm at 90.04, done. You know, like, I'm not working in that class anymore, unless I enjoy it. Because it's a result-oriented focus. Results-oriented. I didn't mean to click on that. So the other thing that you can see in here is you have your grades, and then this custom view is going to show you your grade. And it'll have everything which is equally weighted. I don't know if it says it's weighting. This is one of the reasons I don't like this software. It's really slow. So here's everything that you need to do, and it'll calculate your grade. And these are all equally weighted. So it's like, you know, if there's 10 things in there, and you do 9 of them and get 100% on each, you got 900 you got 9 out of 10 or 90%, you know? See, it's already showing me a score for that simulation because I got one of the questions. So that's how much I added towards my grade. I did that first exam. So that's MyItLab. Anybody have questions?
You said it had to be the 41904.
Yeah, it needs to be 41904 in our class. Or if you're online, 41885, or if it's a different semester, just make sure the number in Canvas here matches the number that you have in MyItLab right there. Any other questions?